Welcome back to the Corona Saquarema Pro. This is the Corona Post Show. I'm Kai Figueroa along with Bruno and Maida. Maida, what a day. What a day.
What a day, Kaipo. So amazing this last heat, the finals. We saw like Medina just killing everything and also killing Ramsey dreams.
Yeah. That was it was a heavy, dramatic men's final. And in the women's final, Bruno, Alyssa Spencer won for the USA, looking sharp out here.
Oh, yeah. Since the get-go, she decoded the wave, she decoded the conditions. She managed to put together every single hit from the first one until the last, and now she's in the Gloria.
Yeah, a big win for Carlsbad's Alyssa Spencer. It was a long road to that victory, but she was putting in great scores, Maida, throughout the entire event.
Yeah, since the beginning, she looked very sharp. She looked so in tune here with this place in Saquarema. Very good job that she done.
Yeah. Well, let's take a look at the road to the women's final for Alyssa Spencer and a road to a victory here at the Corona Saquarema Pro presented by Banco Do Brasil. We started with the quarterfinals this morning, and we will take a look at the brackets as they populate on the screen for our road to the victory for the 19-year-old Alyssa Spencer. And here we go. Alyssa this morning had to dispose of Keely Andrew. She went on to take on Amuro Suzuki. And then finally, Tessa Thyssen in the final, Alyssa Spencer with the victory, Maida.
Yeah, she the first heat of the day, she battled with Keely Andrew, and she did a pretty great job in her forehand and also, and with Amuro Suzuki during the semis, she did the same.
Yeah, able to really mix it up. What about Tessa Thyssen? She came out of nowhere in my book, Bruno, but she found herself as a runner-up.
Oh, yeah. It was a shocker, like when she beat Teresa Bovalo.
Yes.
Was about to qualify. She was on the bubble, but Tessa Thyssen, surfing for herself, surfing for France, and it was an all goofy affair, the finals. I like it.
And that is a victory for Alyssa Spencer, and the road to that victory right here on your screen as we look at the brackets. For the men, the road to victory for Gabe Medina was a bumpy one, but he had no problem. First of all, Maxime Husno, if he made the final, he would have qualified for the championship tour. Gabe has said no, moved on into the semifinals. Same story in the semifinal number one. Gabe Medina disposed of Joao Chianco, who again, if Joao won this event, he would have been on the championship tour, clinched it. And then in the final, if Ramsey Bokayam won this event, he would have been on the championship tour. But Gabe Medina said no, and yes to a victory, Maida.
Yeah, he's been like such a killer here, as we said before. Maxime served pretty well the whole event, and then he finally went against Medina, and he couldn't pass.
Yeah, it was crazy to me, Bruno, because Maxime had a chance to clinch it. He's still in the conversation. I mean, we still have some seats going into Haliva. And then Joao had a chance to clinch here. And then Ramsey had a chance to clinch here. But it was Gabe Medina the whole time, just proving that he is not unbeatable, but pretty close to it.
Oh, yeah, man. Nerves of steel, huh? And like the big soccer superstars, he said, I'm here, so I will be at the top of the podium.
Well, he's on the top of the podium, and let's celebrate. Let's make it official. I'm going to throw it to our official awards presentation. Take away, Mitch Salazar.
Boa tarde, Saquarema! First of all, muito obrigado a toda la galera saquaremense e carioca. Prazer, a pleasure to be here in Saquarema for a historic event. 24 countries in the first Challenger Series event here in Latin America. Saquarema, the only city to host a CT, a QS, and now a Challenger Series event too. Obviously, we want to thank our local community, the Saquarema Surf Association, the mayor of Saquarema, Manuela Perez, and all the surfer, and obviously, obrigado to the fans, the best in the world here in Brazil. Give yourselves a round of applause. Big thank you to Corona, Banco do Brasil, BB Asset, Prefeitura de Saquarema, Secretaria de Esporte e Lazer do Governo do Estado do Rio de Janeiro, TikTok, 51 Ice, and New On. We would like to invite to our podium, give a big round of applause for our Mayor of Saquarema, Manuela Perez. WSL Latin American General Manager Ivan Martino. And Deputy Commissioner of Tours and Competitions Travis Logie. And now let's start with our finalists on the women's side. Ladies and gentlemen, a huge round of applause for your runner-up, none other than France's own Tessa Thyssen. So now let's call up our champion. Let's go to Alyssa Spencer, your winner here of the Corona Saquarema Pro presented by Banco Do Brasil. As Manuela Perez will be handing out second and first place. Once again, congratulations to Tessa Thyssen. Parabéns, Tessa. Felicitación. And how about a huge round of applause for your champion, Alyssa Spencer from the USA. And now let's get into a quick question with Alyssa. Alyssa, real quick. First of all, congratulations, huge win for yourself, but having Matt Mars and the rest of the crew here, what was it like?
Yeah, it's been amazing. I honestly don't think it's all sunk in yet. I've dreamed of this moment and envisioned it and had this written in my goals for the beginning of the year, so to accomplishment feels amazing. And yeah, I've had the best crew here surrounding me, and having Matt and the whole crew here has been amazing. And yeah, I have so many people to thank, all my sponsors, my family, and yeah, thank you WSL for putting on this amazing event, and thank you also to all the fans here. It's been amazing energy on the beach, and yeah, thank you so much.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for your champion, Alyssa Spencer, and Tessa Thyssen, your runner-up in the women's division of the Corona Saquarema Pro, presented by Banco do Brasil. Thank you, ladies. Congratulations. And as you make your way off the stage over here to your right, thank you very much. And now let's get on to the men's side. Let's call up your runner-up to the event here in Saquarema. Give a huge round of applause for your runner-up, second place finish, none other than Morocco's own Ramzi Boukiem. As being presented the trophy right there by Tours and Competitions Travis Logie. And now, galera, torcida, put your hands together for the man of the moment, the three-time world champion, winning in Saquarema, none other than Gabriel Medina! And he's going to be presented the award by WSL Latin American manager Ivan Martino. As let's get in a word with Gabe. Gabe, parabéns. Huge victory. You conquered your fears in Saquarema. First time you've won here. What was it like competing in front of your fans and really getting to win here on home soil?
Primeiro em português, muito obrigado a todos que vieram aqui torcer. Esse final de semana foi incrível para o Brasil. A gente teve a Raíssa, a Rebeca e graças a Deus aqui deu tudo certo. E fico feliz de ter vencido aqui num lugar que há poucos meses atrás eu me machuquei. E eu sabia que se eu trabalhasse, me dedicasse, o resultado ia vir. Claro que esse foi o primeiro passo. Eu quero voltar aqui no WCT e conseguir a vitória, mas é isso. Cada passo de uma vez e cada vez mais superando. E só agradecer mesmo. Obrigado, galera.
As we're going to get a Corona shower right here. Gabe, another quick question real quick. What was it like sharing the water with this man when he was leading the final for the majority of it too?
Yeah, Hamzi is a great friend. I know him since kids, you know. We had a final together in Florianopolis in the juniors. He's such a great surfer. I hope he can make to the tour. He deserves it. And I'm happy to share another final with him, you know. He's one of the best to surf in a QS event. And yeah, man, I can't wait to see him in CT Waves, you know. He has the surf to be there.
Love you, Ramsey. Congratulations to both of these gentlemen. But give it up once again for the Corona Saquarema Pro presented by Banco Do Brasil champion, Mr. Gabriel Medina. Big congratulations to all of our finalists. Muito obrigado, Saquarema, and we shall see you next year for another CT event and another Challenger Series event too. Now let's throw it back to Kaipo and everybody else for the Corona post show.
Thank you, Mitchell, and congratulations to both Gabe Medina and Alyssa Spencer. Bruno, for the viewers, what did Gabe say in his acceptance speech to that award?
Oh, he said he wasn't emotional about it. He hurt himself here at the last hit on the third round against Callum Robinson in the OEU Pro, the CT event. And he said he wanted to do good here. He's willing to win an event, a CT event here in Brazil. But the CS event, he took as a plan A for now, because that was online here. So next year, he's going to be fighting for this title in Brazil.
Yeah, that's what Gabe came here, and that was the exercise in this event, was to win here, get that past him, do some homework, because he knows this is going to come back here for the championship tour. And Gabe accomplished the mission that he came to Saquarema for, and we thank Gabe for that, because that was some dramatic, exciting surfing that he brought to the place. So congratulations to Gabe Medina. Maida, we also have to congratulate Alyssa Spencer, because she took out her first win on the Challenger Series.
Yeah, and she's pretty young. I mean, she's getting like all the experience about the Challenger Series. And I think with this win, she will be a lot more confident for Haleiwa, and she still can get her spot during the championship tour.
That's right. Still available spot for Alyssa Spencer. Let's check out her road to the final here at the Corona Saquarema Pro. Alyssa Spencer. She's been sharp through all the different conditions here, Bruno. Lefts, rights, it didn't matter for Alyssa. She put it together.
Yeah, spot on, like dynamic, vertical, in the right rhythm, choosing the best waves. She was coming on fire to this final.
Yeah, Maida, her road to the final. Alyssa Spencer this morning, quarterfinal number 4, took out Keely Andrew.
Yeah, she looks pretty sharp on that final. Like, she took those lefts. She really could put like everything she has on board here, and she looked very good.
And then into the semifinal, Bruno, it was Alyssa Spencer versus Amuro Suzuki. Alyssa with the pre-prep there in anticipation of that semifinal, and Alyssa again coming through.
Yeah, and Amuro was surfing so good. She was the bronze medalist at the Olympics. But look at that, Alyssa was so sharp, so in tune with the conditions the entire week.
You can see the conditions as they changed throughout the day, and Alyssa Spencer was able to make those adjustments in her surfing and her approach to suit the changing conditions. And then for the final, Alyssa Spencer takes out Tessa Thyssen, but an impressive surf for Tessa Thyssen, but Alyssa Spencer was just too much, Maida, because Alyssa came in with some great waves right on the buzzer.
Yeah, she did. As you said, she could like switch her surfing for the rights and the left. The left, really adaptive for the conditions. On the first days, we see her like surfing so well on her backhand there with the rights, So she did a great job the whole event. She came to win this, and she did it.
She sure did, and that was an impressive victory for the youngster from California, and she's got an incredibly bright future in front of her. Alyssa Spencer getting chaired up the beach and relishing in this moment.
I love the tears of joy, huh? And she was trying to sink in the victory. Such a huge result for her.
There we go. There's the final numbers for Alyssa Spencer and Tessa Thyssen. 12.9 enough for the win here in Saquarema.
Oh yeah, that 7 was capital, huh? Very important, because they both have a 5, a medium 5, a high 5 for Alyssa, and a low 5 to Tessa Thyssen. Tessa did great in the entire event, huh?
She sure did. Made a name for herself and established herself with the win. So that was the story for the women. But for the men, it was exciting drama, but it was the #1 seed coming in here in the way of Gabe Medina taking out for the win. And let's take a look at a recap and Gabriel Medina's road to the final here.
Oh, yeah. An up-and-comer victim of Medina, Calanibal, the first in the quarters.
First heat in the quarterfinal #2. Gabe Medina comes up against Maxime Husno.
Oh, yeah.
Remember,
Sorry.
Maxime, he makes the final, and he gets on tour with a victory here. But Gabe Medina said, nope, I'm going to project down the line. And this is when he just started all of his momentum, Gabe Medina, in quarterfinal #2.
Yeah, I think he was like surfing. He really wanted a win here, but he was surfing very loose, very relaxed. He knew that these guys had so much to prove here and a lot of things on the board, on rankings. So he did his job and he was looking for this victory, and finally he did.
Medina coming out swinging in semifinals. He was faced up against Joao Chianca. Semifinal action. Gabe Medina overcame Joao.
Oh, mixed emotions there. He knew that was a very important hit for Joao, and he was surfing, like Maida said, loose and not feeling any pressure at all. But his surfing speaks for himself, huh?
Sure
Each
does.
and every moment.
Every moment, and takes down the local boy, Joao Chianca, for the win. And again, Joao Chumbinho, if he was to win this event, he would have been on tour, but Gabe says you got to wait, decided Haliva. Then the final Maida, Gabe Medina against Ramzi Bukhayam with the same qualification scenario for Ramzi. Ramzi wins this, and he's on the tour, but Gabe Medina had some other ideas.
For sure he does. I think as soon as he got in the finals, I thought, oh my God, he's going to be killing it, because when he's in this kind of mode, like the road to the victory, he's like anyone else. And he was against the wall. Ramzi did a great job in the first 20 minutes of the heat, but then couldn't stand anymore, and Gabriel
It was really the last, I'm going to say 5 minutes, Gabe turned the heat. The turning point in this heat was a switch of priority, but then Gabe Medina turned all of the momentum his way.
His coach, his physio, and all the crew. Lucas Medeiros was there. Felipe Stanford, his manager, was there too. And the alpha dog, huh? I love the expression that Mitch used, like alien and the predator. Yeah, that's the alien, man. It's not from this planet. We can see by the boards, the paintings now.
Yeah, he's got the universe. He got all the planet on his quiver of his boards, because his surfing is out of the world. Coming back in the final 2 waves of a 30-minute final, a 7.17, a 6.5. Medina takes the victory off of Ramzi Bukhayam. But congratulations to the rockin' Moroccan, Ramzi Bukhayam. He's going to move way up the leaderboard as we go into the final Challenger Series event of the year. That's going to be in Haliva.
For sure, Ramzi, Joao, they should go to Haliva with their heads high on. They're surfing so good, and they're going to have the last chance there. Huh?
Yeah, yet to be determined. Let's check out right now, as we're talking about rankings and leaderboard, we'll check out our women's leaderboard and the rankings heading into that final Challenger Series event. You can see right here, Macy Callahan, Molly Picklum, Caitlin Simmers already qualified. Betty Lou Sakura-Johnson looking pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
Bronte McCauley's in the conversation. Teresa Bonvalat, she's in the conversation as well as Nikki Van Dyke. And this, I believe, may be the rankings coming into this event. So we'll confirm that on this graphic, but that's our Women's Challenger Series rankings.
Yeah, a lot of them on the line there. Huh? Huge implications on Haliva is going to be a drama.
Yeah, Haliva is going to be a drama when we look to the women, Maida, in that we have 3 women already confirmed in the way of Macy Callahan, Katie Simmers, and Molly Picklum. Betty Lou Sakura-Johnson is just right there. Yet we haven't made it official yet, but she's just right there. So a lot's going to go down in Haliva. There's only 5 spots available, and a lot of the spots are already getting taken.
Yeah, sure. I think like Teresa has a great chance in Haliva, and also Alyssa just won here. And let's see what can happen. But probably they are going to fight for just one spot.
Yeah. I like your analysis. I really think when we crunch all the numbers, there's only going to be 1 spot left for the women. Well, with that, let's take a look at the men's Challenger Series leaderboard and see if we've had any movement on there for the men's. Leonardo Fioravanti, he has qualified, as well as Rio Waida and Liam O'Brien.
Yeah, now we can tell is the previous ranking coming to us here. Huh?
Yes,
Yeah.
Good pickup. So this is the rankings actually on the way into this final result. We're going to adjust those rankings, and we'll get them to you. If not on this poster, we'll have them on worldsurfleague.com for the updates and the scenarios heading into the final event on the Challenger Series. That's going to be the Haliva Challenger. That's going to kick off November 26th at Haliva Ali'i Beach Park.
7 events, they're going to throw away 3 events, huh?
Yeah, 7. We have 7 events total.
Yeah.
You just keep your top 4 finishes. So still some exciting stuff to come. Maida, I'm excited. What about you?
Yeah, me too. I know that João, I think he might get up in the rankings, and I think he's right there, like in the bubble, like I think number 8 in the ranking. So probably he's very excited for Haliva, and his surfing really fits there. So it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, so that's us looking to the future. Let's review some stuff in the past. And when I'm talking about the past, let's review some of the exciting action that happened this week in Saquarema. Here are today's top 5 moments. Our top 5, and we're going to kick it off with the grudge match. We're at the local boy, Bruno, João Chianca against Gabe Medina in men's semifinal number 1.
He was swinging hard, huh? João is full of energy, surfing amazing. It was an upset, you know. It was like we said from the get-go, Medina was a big spoiler here, so he did it. Yeah.
João Chianca, he fought all the way through, fought for the finish here, but Gabe Medina was just too much for Chumbinho, Maria.
Yeah, like people there at the athlete area, they were cheering a lot. It was the first time I saw like the beach cheering for João, like more than they were cheering for Medina, because everybody knew how important this heat was to him. But I mean, like, Gabriel Medina is always Gabriel Medina, you know. He's a killer, and he got him.
Yeah, he sure did. Gabe Medina able to put together waves. You can see right here, starts off dynamic, couple of snaps in the middle, floats through that section, and he ends dynamically as well. Gabe Medina, number 5 top moment for today. João Chianca put in a good fight, though. This is what his effort was for the comeback, Bruno.
Yeah, he was trying all the way at the rights, but at the end of the session was in that stiffer pace, and he was trying to go big there, but look at that.
Yeah.
Didn't manage to pull together.
Just comes up short.
Yeah.
If he was able to pull that final maneuver, that would have changed the occurrence here, but Gabe Medina victorious and went all the way to the podium. Number 4, it is Tessa Thyssen versus Teresa Bonvala in women's semifinal number 1, and Tessa took out an underdog victory, Maida.
Yeah, it was a buzzer beater, you know, like Teresa was winning all the heat long, and then Tessa just took away in the last minutes of the heat, and she did a good job there and just finally turned the heat.
Yeah, composure by Tessa to stay on her feet, complete maneuvers when needed. This was it. This changed the whole dynamic of that semifinal number 1 and earned Tessa a spot into the final.
It was kind of very upsetting for Teresa.
Number 3 on our top 5, we got some new qualifiers. Caitlin Simmers, we're going to see her if she chooses to go on the World Championship Tour in 2023. Katie Simmers putting together quite a year on the Challenger Series, Bruno.
A star is being born. She's coming hard, and this time I think she will compete the entire season.
Yeah, whole year just passed through, so she might be ready now to do so. And very nice to see. We are very excited to see her surfing the big league.
Yeah, and we're excited to see Molly Picklum qualifying and back on the championship tour, Bruno.
Long lines, nice rhythm, a lot of style. She deserves to be there.
She certainly does, Maida. She took out a big win in Bolito on her way to that qualification.
Yeah, she did. And here it was kind of upsetting, like to see her like losing the first heat, but now she qualified and she might be so happy.
Number 2, let's congratulate our men's event winner, the champ here at the Corona Saquarema Pro, Gabriel Medina, Bruno.
Great white shark gliding through Itauna's waves. That board slide, I love it.
It's so great to see Medina like breaking this bubble, you know, and winning here in Saquarema, something that he was looking for so long, and finally he made it. So really good to see how fit he is, how prepared he's getting to next year.
Looks like we got a prepared, fit, focused Gabe Medina when we start the championship tour again. Had to prove a point here at Itauna when we were here for the Rio Pro. Left here with a loss and an injury, came back and took the big win, Bruno.
Oh yeah, history is being made, huh?
Number 1, Alyssa Spencer with her first victory on the Challenger Series, Maida, and she did it in stunning fashion, continuing to put up big numbers every time she hit the water.
Yeah, it's true. Since the beginning, she was like frothing here, and a lot of style, and as you said, she was like very smart in like changing how her approach to the conditions and looking very sharp since the beginning.
Oh, and what a feeling to get this chair up the beach by your crew that have traveled here to Brazil, stuck by you as a group, and are able to enjoy the victory with you.
Oh,
That's your champ, Alyssa Spencer.
It's an individual sport just inside the water. Outside of it,
It's a team sport.
yeah, it's a team sport. Matt Myers was there, huh?
He sure was. Oh, my. I'm just coming down right now. That was so great. Thank you, Bruno. Thank you, Maida. This has been so good. Obrigado, everyone. Thank you for watching. Remember, we're not done with the Challenger Series. The Haleiwa Challenger starts November 26th at Haleiwa Ali'i Beach Park in Hawaii. That's when we'll see you again. Until then, I want to just tell you aloha and enjoy the end of the day highlights.
Aloha.
This copyrighted event broadcast is produced by the World Surf League for broadcast around the world and may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the written consent of the World Surf League.